see from today's video, I recently got a break, and last week was my first week of summer break, and I felt like I spent a lot of time on my phone. And so today, since it's my first day with my break, I'm actually going to be trying to use it to lock my phone for 24 hours from social media, any sort of scrolling that I can do. If you haven't heard of the Brick, basically what it is it's a physical aspect to screen time limit. Screen time, obviously you can change on your phone in the settings, but a lot of times I feel like my screen time limits don't really matter because I just skip through it right away, whereas with the Brick, you have to physically get up and tap your phone to wherever you have the Brick. I have mine on the fridge here. I thought since today is like my first full day having it, and since I want to be better about using my phone, I figured I would try to do an entire day. We're gonna go through the day together and see how the Brick helps me, or if it does at all, and also if I can go the entire 24 hours. Obviously, I'm not being completely unplugged because I'm making a video and I still have my phone and everything. It's just my apps are locked, and obviously I can go a day without using them. I'm trying to just slowly get better and better about going on social media and things, especially right now when I have so much free time because I'm on summer break. I'm all done with my master's program. I'm all done with student teaching. Since I have the whole day to myself, I can't really just spend it on social media or doom scrolling. I want to see what better things I can be doing with my time now that I'm not sitting on the couch going on my phone. So we're gonna go through the day and see what we can accomplish together. I do think that the mornings are kind of the hardest with going on my phone because as soon as I get up, since I'm already in bed and things, I always just right away grab my phone and kind of like check any emails, check any texts, but then I also go onto social media and then end up just scrolling in bed for a while. And so I had it set, which you can schedule different times in the app, and so I had it scheduled to start at 6 a.m. in case I got up really early. And so I've already had my phone bricked for 3 hours. And I feel like it made me get out of bed a little faster because I wasn't just sitting there on my phone. I got up and I made my matcha, and I'm gonna make some breakfast now. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the oven to get all warmed up, I'm actually in my office and I'm gonna fill out my planner for the week because there's one thing about me, I need to stay organized, and I feel like I don't always stay super up to date with this just because I'm doing a million other things that I shouldn't be. So I'm gonna get all prepped for the week by just filling it out. Okay, so I'm glad I'm filling out my planner because I'm realizing that I accidentally double booked myself tomorrow morning. So in the effort of trying to just be off my phone and just like improve myself this summer, I'm starting Spanish tutoring. So I honestly got so busy with like school and student teaching and things that I quit my Duolingo. I had like a 600-day streak, and so I'm trying to get that back, which obviously that's not like the best way to learn Spanish. It helps me, but it's not gonna like push me over the edge as far as like learning the language. And so since I have the summer, since I have time on my hands essentially, I'm gonna do just like a 30-minute hour call every week with somebody that I found on this website called Preply. And I feel like there's a lot of sites that kind of do the same thing, but basically it connected me with somebody in Mexico that I can just kind of like video chat with for a couple sessions every week. And so I'm gonna start off by doing once a week just to like get myself comfortable with like speaking out loud, because obviously that really helps improve. And then I'm still obviously gonna like restart Duolingo because like I said, that's kind of just like a nice baseline practicing every day. I'm realizing since I have my first call tomorrow, I accidentally booked a Pilates class at the same time. So the joys of having a planner. Now I know that I need to reschedule my Pilates class. Okay, so I finished writing in my planner and I put everything in the oven for breakfast, and I went to sit on the couch and I was like, wait, I can't go on my phone. So now I'm like, what do? I feel like little moments like this is like when I go on my phone a lot, and so I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read my book. I'm still reading Remarkably Bright Creatures. I'm in the middle, and it's honestly a pretty quick read, and so I think the fact that I'm not finishing it is just due to the fact that I get distracted and I do other things. So times like this are where the doom scrolling really bothers me. I'm gonna use this moment to just read a little bit then. Okay, so I was reading for the last like 30 minutes or so, and I'm at page 200, which is where I wanted to be. And so, like I said, when I don't have my phone distracting me, I can just kind of like sit and read. That means I have about 150 pages left. I need to get ready for a workout class now, and then I think I'm gonna try to come back and read some more. I do need to go to the grocery store though, and then since our goal for today is to be productive without having screens or anything like that, I am gonna do some like housekeeping that I've been just avoiding doing because I can just scroll on my phone instead. But today I can get those all done. I think I need to steam mop my apartment, and then also I need to wash all of my mats, like all of my bath mats and rugs, things like that. So those are some things I'm gonna do once I come back. Okay, so I just got back from my workout class and I took a shower, everything like that. And I honestly think this like social media detox is really just gonna be like helping me to read, because since I have some time, I'm gonna read. I want to do page 250 in my book in Remarkably Bright Creatures. Like I said, I do need to steam mop my apartment, and then I also need to go to the grocery store. In my ideal world, I would also go to the Grove, because essentially what I need, obviously I don't need anything, but next weekend I'm going to Disney World, and so I need some good like kind of workout clothes, but also just like shorts and things like that, because it's gonna be really hot. It's gonna be Florida in the end of May. So obviously I can put together some outfits with stuff that I already own, but it's Disney World. I've never been. I think it would be fun to like put together some cute little outfits also. So if I have time, I'm gonna do those things. As a quick update, we are on hour 8 of my phone being in brick mode. So we're doing good. I haven't broken yet, and I really don't think I need to. I think the real test will be tonight, like after dinner and everything like that, because I always kind of wind down with just sitting on my phone for a while. And even right now, I'm like, normally after I do a workout class or anything like that, I kind of just calm myself down and like sit on my phone for a bit. But I want to stay active and stay doing stuff, because I have been taking some naps around like 3 o'clock. So I'm like, maybe that should be, it's 2:09, but maybe that should be when I'm like out of the house at the grocery store and at the Grove and everything, so we'll see. Before that though, I did want to mention I'm wearing this really cool shirt. So my friend Jasmine, who I went to high school with, so I've known her for forever, she just launched her own little line of these t-shirts. It's called Spunk, and so it's basically like all about what makes you unique and what makes you special, and like the spunk that you bring to your life and to the world. And so yeah, I thought it'd be a perfect day to wear this cute little shirt. So I did a heated mat Pilates class, and I feel like every time after I take these classes, they're great. I love them. But recently I'm like so sweaty, like I feel like sweatier than the average person, which, sorry, TMI. But it takes me honestly like almost an hour to feel like totally cooled down. Obviously I took a cooler shower than I normally would, but even right now I'm like, my body still feels hot. And so I think I'm gonna wait a little bit just because it's like 80 degrees outside, and so I don't really want to like go out outside and then be sweaty again, especially when I just showered. So I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, and then I'll probably end up taking the bus to the Grove. And I think I'll probably do that. I'll do Grove and then grocery store. And that'll be our day. Another thing about the shirt though is it's always just so cool to see your friends like doing the thing that they've always wanted to do and everything. And so Jasmine has been wanting to make t-shirts for the longest time, and I think it's cool that she finally like did it, because obviously you get scared of like doing something new or like kind of putting something creative out there. And so I don't know, I'm just very proud of her for making the shirts and everything, and I'm going to try to wear it as much as I can, even if it's just like around the house, because obviously I got it in a large, and so it's very oversized, and I like it. I like the oversized fit just because it's so much comfier, and especially with t-shirts. That's just more about Spunk. Okay, so I just got back from the grocery store. I spent some time, what did I do? I spent some time reading. My goal was to get to page 250. I'm at 250. So I wanted to show you what I got at Trader Joe's, because how I went shopping today was basically just ingredients for meals for the week. And so I think that will help me cut down, because sometimes I do have a bit of like food waste as far as like stuff I don't get to. Obviously, I think I might, even just with the stuff I bought, buying it in that way, because stuff always comes in such big portions. But I wanted to show you guys how I did my shopping today. So kind of working backwards, just because this is what's on top of the bag. So I bought all the ingredients. We're gonna make orzo this week, so we needed tomatoes, spinach, sausage, orzo obviously, and that is our first meal. Second one, I'm gonna make some meatballs and rice with green beans, so I needed green onions, ground beef for the meatballs obviously, breadcrumbs, ginger, and the green beans. This meal, funny enough, is actually one that I used to get sent to me when I was doing HelloFresh, and it was one of those ones that I was like, you know what, HelloFresh is nice, it's convenient, but I have the recipe. It's a physical copy, like on a piece of paper. I can just buy the ingredients and make it myself, and so now it's like part of my meal lineup. But again, I don't really need HelloFresh. I can just do it on my own. I'm going out with some friends tonight, so I bought Matthew some chicken. His, like, not even a struggle meal, but kind of a struggle meal is he'll make just like chicken, season it, saute it, whatever, and then do it over white rice. Very like protein heavy gym rat sort of a meal, but he loves it. So I got him that. I have an onion for orzo, pack of gum for the week, bananas for breakfast. I had my yogurt this morning and I still have a couple more, so there we go. Quick and easy grocery run. Okay, so I'm all ready for dinner now. I got ready and got dressed and everything. Here is my outfit before I head out. I just have this like silk maxi skirt and a Aritzia tube top. And then I also have these cute little wedges. I actually have had these for a long time. I probably don't walk the best in them because they're very like thin almost, if you can tell. They're kind of a risk wearing them, but I think they're really cute. And honestly, the whole wedge style is really coming back, which I mean just kind of shows how quick fashion trends are moving and how quickly they circle back around. Because I had these in college, which was not long ago. It was not that bad, not that crazy. long ago. Update though on the brick. We're in the 12th hour, and you know what? The day went on like normal. The world kept on spinning without using social media or anything like that. Tomorrow I'm gonna have like an actual sit down and like reflection on this, but I don't know if I was necessarily more productive than I would have been, because like I said in the beginning of this video, I wanted to steam mop, I wanted to wash my mats, and I wanted to go to the Grove, and all three of those things I didn't get to do. And so, I don't know, I mean, there's still the same amount of hours in the day. It's kind of just more dependent on how you spent them, and I think I rather than scrolling on social media, I just distracted myself with my book, which is something that I love doing and I haven't been doing recently, so I think that part was a little more fulfilled than using social media or doom scrolling all day. I don't know. It's been a good day though so far. Good morning! So I took an earlier Pilates class than I normally do, and honestly I got out of bed, started getting ready, and went straight to the class, and so I didn't really have that downtime like I normally do to just kind of like sit and scroll on my phone, which obviously I didn't have the option since my phone is still bricked up. And so I wanted to show you guys, we are at 1 day, 4 hours, and 18 minutes. So we're past the 24-hour mark. In a couple minutes, in about like 12 minutes, I have a call to get introduced to my Spanish tutor. And so I'm like, I think I might just hold out these 12 minutes that I'm waiting just to keep my phone locked up. And then after that, I need to shower, coming back from the Pilates class, and then I'm getting my nails done like an hour later. And so I think I'm actually gonna extend my brick on my phone to see how much longer I can survive without it, just because I have a pretty busy day, and obviously, like I said, I can still use my phone. I'm not going screen free. I'm obviously recording our video, and I have my phone just all the other apps working, just not any social media or anything that I usually distract myself with. So I think for the next couple minutes, I'm just gonna like do stuff around the house, and then after the call, I'm gonna shower, get ready for my nail appointment, and that should be another couple hours with my phone locked. Okay, so I just finished my Spanish lesson, and I think the best way to describe it is I'm excited to get better. It wasn't bad, and I managed to, we pretty much spoke the entire time in Spanish, which was good practice because obviously speaking is kind of the thing that I want to improve most on. And so it was really nice just like kind of having that level of accountability, I guess, or like kind of not pressure, but almost to like stay in Spanish. And so it went really well. I spent some time just like booking my future lessons, so I'm gonna do it once a week. And then I took a shower, I got ready. I'm really just like in yoga pants and a tank top because like I said, I'm going to get my nails done. I have like 2 hours before my appointment, and so I think I'm gonna actually go over to the Grove. Originally I thought I would go after, but I'm like, you know, I have the time now and I'm trying to stay off my phone. I'm trying to keep my phone bricked, so I might as well go do something with this time rather than sitting at home. So we're gonna go do that now. I'm back from all my errands and I just got my nails done. If you can tell, I did like a little red and a little yellow heart just to kind of celebrate my graduation, so I got these done. And I also finally had time to go to the Grove. I'll show you guys what I got. I got just a couple things. First thing I got, so I recently tried the Salt and Stone deodorant, and I was so excited because truly all the Salt and Stone products I love, but the deodorant was just like too slimy and like I didn't love it, and so I had to get a new one. I got the Necessaire, and I honestly, as soon as I bought it, put it on because I was like, I need some sort of better deodorant, especially going into this nail appointment. I was like, I can't be stinky. So I got this one. I think it'll end up being better than the other one. We'll see. That was the first thing I got. And then like I told you guys, I was trying to go to the Grove to get outfits specifically for Disney World. And so I got a couple things from Aritzia and then also Gap. Gap was having a sale, so it worked out perfectly with the timing and everything. I got these cute little shorts from Gap, and so I think these will be perfect because it's gonna be so hot when we're there that I'm like, I need something just like comfy that I can throw on. And then because they were having a sale, I also got this really nice like terry zip up hoodie. And honestly, this one, I'm like, I think I'll just wear it all year round because I got it oversized and it's really comfy and cozy. Also, to celebrate my graduation, I'm doing something with friends on Friday, so I wanted to get just like a cute little top. This is from Aritzia, and so I'm really into like obviously with my nails, like the red and gold of it, just kind of like theme dressing for this graduation. So I got that for Friday. I also got just a pair of like black biker shorts, again for Disney World. These are from Aritzia. And then because you can never have enough and I feel like I just always need to refresh them, I also just got a white tank top. So either I'll wear this with the biker shorts or with the red shorts from Gap. And so I have at least 2 outfits that I have for Disney World. We're going to be there from Friday to Tuesday, and so I need a couple outfits, but I think that's kind of going to be like the max of my shopping for now, and everything else will just be stuff that I already have because truly I did not need to go shopping, but I thought it would be fun too. So after all of that, after getting my nails done, going to the Grove, we officially are at 1 day and 10 hours. So honestly, it's been a pretty full day. It's 4 o'clock now and I need to make dinner soon. And so I honestly think I'm gonna unbrick my phone at this point, and then once it's time to cook dinner and kind of after dinner and everything, I'll probably brick my phone again just so I can focus on, I honestly haven't read today, and I also would like to edit this video, and so I think those will be good times to just like set my phone aside and kind of put it back on the brick mode. But before I do that, before I unlock it or anything, I did kind of want to like reflect and say what I thought about using the brick. Obviously, I still had my phone. It's not like I was going completely screen free, as I've said a couple times in this video, but I think the biggest thing was obviously I kind of always say or think, oh, I want to be using social media less. I think using the brick helped me to be more accountable of that. My biggest thing, I think, is the mornings, just rolling out of bed and immediately checking my phone, which is obviously just not good to start your day or also just for like your sleep schedule. I think that was like the biggest part is like I always tell myself to use my phone less or to not log onto the app, but by not having anything that's restricting me or not having any sort of like barrier to using my phone, it really helped me to stay accountable as far as just not having my phone to use, because there's obviously ways to like go around it just like you would with screen time, but they're a little more serious because I think you can unbrick your phone without using the little cube, but you only have 3 and they're supposed to be emergency use. So even though you can easily just say like, oh yeah, emergency, whatever, but really the emergency is you don't want to get out of bed, it just feels a little more serious almost. I really like that aspect as well, just because it's not as easy to just kind of ignore or push aside that goal that I have of using my phone less. I will say though, on the flip side though, as far as not even like a negative side, but just kind of like some other thoughts I have, I don't think that I was maybe like as productive as I always hope and dream to be without my phone or anything. And so I obviously still kind of just like sat on the couch and like watched some TV at some points. But I think also it's kind of unrealistic for me to be like, oh my gosh, if I didn't have my phone, I would be up and doing something and working like every second of the day. I don't think that's very realistic. And I think by not using my phone, even though I didn't go on social media, didn't have access to that part during the last day, it's still the same amount of hours in the day. It's still like the same amount of energy, motivation, everything like that. And so I think that it also kind of put into perspective my social media use. I really don't know after using the brick if I use social media as much as I thought I did, because obviously I was still going on my phone for other things, especially right now because with the Walt Disney World trip and with graduation coming up, and also I am car shopping right now, and so I did have like other things to look at on my phone. Obviously you can't be doing that for hours on end, and so it's not like I was on my phone much, but you know, if I needed to like sit and just do nothing, I could do those things on my phone. And so with Brick you can block websites, and so if I wanted to, I could just like mark those websites as something to not use during the time, and then that would probably limit my screen time even lower. However, I don't think it's like the biggest thing on the planet, and so Overall, what I'm trying to say is I really enjoyed using Brick, and I think I'll continue to use it, even if it's just for like the scheduling aspect. I had set the schedule to start at 6 a.m. so that I wouldn't look at my phone first thing in the morning. And I think that's something that I'll definitely keep on just because I'm probably not gonna get out of bed just to unbrick my phone and then go back into bed. It really helps to get my morning started and to start off on the right note. And I think by starting off your morning on the right note, or by having these scheduled times to not use your phone, it really gets you into the mindset of, okay, since I'm not supposed to be on my phone, since it's supposed to be bricked at this time, I should be doing other stuff. Like even the last 2 days, even yesterday, I feel like I showed you guys, I made a good breakfast and things, and normally I kind of just sit on my phone and like have a granola bar or something. And so I definitely need to be doing better during those times of the day. And I think by having the schedule and just the way that everything is set up on the app is really helpful and keeps you accountable for things like that. So with all this being said, if you are interested in trying the Brick, I would really recommend it. I think it was great. And like I said, I'm going to continue to use it and I'm going to continue to learn more about how I can use it, and even just like diving into the app as far as, because obviously the mode that I've been on this whole time has been no socials, and so I have my social media apps all in a loop, and then those are what's blocked during this time. But maybe I try different modes where I block different things just to like take it a level deeper, or to only block Instagram or only block whatever. So I think I'm gonna look into schedules more, and then also the different modes. But overall, I think it's gonna be something that I'm gonna use for a while. And so with that being said, I lasted a day, 10 hours, and 7 minutes. So thank you guys for watching this video.